Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy.
You are listening to Phantasm Podcast.
Hey, this is Trevor Sternad.
Ryan Ash back from the Black Dahlia murder.
Tom Gabriel Warrior. Derek Green from Simple Tour.
Ross Dolan from Immolation.
We are Gorechrist.
Isma from Crater.
This is Ernie C. of Body Count.
Terrence from Suffocation.
FANTASM Podcast.
Join your host Corey Gorechrist and Dr. Vincent West for exclusive interviews with the sickest bands in metal and more. Head over to cultoffphantasm.com, the only gravesite for all things horror and death metal. No filler, all killer.
Playing with heart is a dangerous game. So don't play with mine. I'll put you to shame. That night for that night, you're in the flying grave, and I'm standing my ground. No, I'm not afraid. Justice for one, justice for all. You get what you give when you've broken the law. Know what it costs before you commit it. Don't start a fight, I won't let you win it.
What the fuck is up? Corey Gorechrist, Phantasm Podcast, Dr. Vincent West from across the COVID way here on Phantasm. How you doing, Dr. West?
The judgment will stand.
I think I'm going to call you.
Doing good. Courtesy of Tubi, we have another awesome episode for you guys here at Quarantine. And we picked a nice cult film, the Doctor did anyway. Doctor, what do we got here?
We have Savage Streets with Linda Blair from 1984.
They've taken over your school. They've taken over the streets. There's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. When violence rules the night, she brings justice her way. Linda Blair stars in Savage Streets. Rated R.
Savage Streets, now playing at a theater near you.
Directed by Danny Steinman, who directed one of my favorite horror films, Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. So, it's pretty fucking badass. It also has Linnea Quigley in it, and John Vernon. John Vernon, of course, was in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, among other things.
Yeah, that guy's great. That guy's, man, he's been in so much TV shit.
Oh, yeah. So in this film, he plays Underwood. What else? He was the dean in Animal House, also. What else
I'm
was
not
he?
cheating tonight. I have a little bit of volume on mine, so I can kind of tell what's going on, because I haven't seen this since I was rented it on, like, fucking VHS.
Oh, yeah. He's in...
I remember this movie.
He was in Dirty Harry. Trying to think of what else he was in. Airplane 2. He was in Curtains. We did that before.
The movie's actually pretty cool.
It is cool. This movie, it is out of print currently. This one that we're watching is actually the out of print Code Red version, because we had Code Red releasing on the screen there. So, print so far doesn't look too bad.
On Tubi, you're watching the Code Red version of it,
which is pretty cool, because the DVD's been out of print too. It looks pretty damn good, and considering it's streaming, you know, the Tubi app isn't quite like... Usually when we watch stuff, it doesn't seem like it's in like crazy HD or anything, but yeah.
I gotta ask you a favor real quick. Can you look up and tell me what else the dude on the left passenger seat has been in?
Like our left?
Just put a cigarette. The guy that put the cigarette out in his hand.
He looks familiar too. I'd have to see who he is, because I don't know at this point what he's even in. Is that
Dr. West is looking up while you talk?
Is that Robert Dreyer?
I don't know.
Because he looks different. I think that's Robert Dreyer. I'm pretty sure. There you see Linda Blair with, walking California streets with her big ass fucking hoo-has at the time. Of course, Fane, and there's Linnea Quigley. She looks young as shit. That's crazy. Doesn't even look like her. But Linda Blair was a super hottie back then, for sure. For 61, she still looks great. She's great looking, super nice if you ever get a chance.
Young blonde?
Yeah. That's totally Linnea Quigley. It's insane.
Okay, hold on. I gotta point something out. The song that is playing right now during the credits was also in fucking Transformers the movie.
Huh. Like the animated one?
But nothing's gonna disturb our way. Nothing's gonna... And it may be a different band doing it, and I'll research that by the time we get done with this podcast, but I'm telling you, that is from Transformers the movie. Shout out to Ross Sewage.
Shout out to Ross. I'm pretty sure that's Robert Dreyer. That's that dude. I'm just making a guess. And he was also in... Let's see. I know he was in Cyborg 2. Yeah, that's Robert Dreyer. Pull it up here. He's been in a ton of stuff. I bet it was TV that we saw him in. So let's see. Go to the beginning here. He was in an episode of Knight Rider. He was a priest. Greatest American Hero. He was Brick in one of the episodes.
That has got to be one of them.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Dr. West has got the virus. This might be the last episode of Phantasm.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Allergy season.
I'm going to make this a good one. He was in 2 episodes of T.J. Hooker.
That is honestly probably where I remember him from.
He was Tommy Kirksey in Street Hawk.
No! That's it!
Yeah.
That's it!
And he was also...
What episode is that?
It just says 1 episode, 1985. It doesn't say when. Or what episode it was. He was also Drake and Al Driscoll in A-Team.
No shit.
Let's see. He was Chigger in Quantum Leap. He was Stroud in MacGyver, 91. And Cyborg 2, he's in there. He's a Pinwheel exec number 2. That's really one of the last things he did.
And he was on Hardcastle McCormick.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He was in one of those.
The Fall Guy, that's another one you missed. That's another one that's right when this was... dude, Fall Guys, Lee Majors, that thing he did up $6 million, it's amazing.
He's in the original Behind Enemy Lines as Dimitri. Bunch of stuff. So yeah, he's been in some prominent TV shows. Yep, that is Robert Dreyer. Cool
Dude,
cat.
he was in the Waltons. It's amazing.
He hasn't really done much since Cyborg 2, it looks like, so. Well, yeah, this movie, of course, a lot of people pick on the acting abilities of Linda Blair, but I always thought she was just cool. I never gave a shit about any of that. Like, of course she's not a good actor. She's a horror actor. I mean, I've never judged horror actors by being good. They're just, I like them. They're good personalities.
Now, here's the thing. At this point in time, she's just trying to survive. She's doing what she felt like she needed to do. She's fucking...
Well, she was doing a lot of cult stuff. She's a B actress and a very cult actress. And in my opinion, she did The Exorcist. She never had to do another role again, in my opinion. That's like the pinnacle of anything, is being...
You can see her nipples, too.
Oh, I know. She's got the big old bazungas.
For real, you can see her nipples right here.
Yep, Chicken's done. She's got her big bazungas. So this movie, the plot rundown, after nearly being run down in the street by a gang known as the Scars, Brenda...
Good nipples, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to read at the same time, but I can't do both. And her deaf-mute younger sister, Heather, which is Linnea Quigley. She plays a deaf-mute. And her friends trash the car of the gang leader, Jake. Jake exacts his revenge by getting his cohorts to gang rape Heather. A fight between Brenda and her friends and the Scars. The local nightclub results in Brenda's pregnant, soon-to-be-married friend, Francine, being murdered. in which they throw her off a viaduct. And Brenda learns who is responsible for Heather's rape and that Francine is dead and the scars are responsible. Brenda arms herself and sets out to avenge them. So basically, she becomes the Punisher and she starts killing all these gang members on her own because they fucked with her friend and raped her sister. So this is very crazy shit going down in this movie here in a little while. It's a very cult film. They were nominated, I think, Linnea and Linda both for Saturn Awards for this film, if I'm not mistaken, and Steinman for the screenplay of it. But of course they were nominated for Razzies too because of the acting, and you know they gave her shit about that in Hell Night too. And it's like, again, I don't gauge who, like, horror actors I like by their acting, because horror is not about acting. It's just about, you know, whatever. You're a good personality, you look good, and you can at least have a good scream, then you're fine. And I think...
And I'm sure by the end of this episode, you'll read something where J.J. Abrams is remaking this, just to piss me off.
Yeah, that too. Let's see. The soundtrack featuring the theme song Justice for One, performed by John Farnham, was never officially released to the public, but may be found on rare promos which were sent to DJs at the time of the picture's release. The reason for the non-release was marketing. Some copies of Savage Street's LP, complete with Linda Blair as the main character Brenda on the cover, have made it onto online auctions and are stamped demo only. These releases were put out by Curb Records Group and are now highly sought after due to Farnham's increased popularity. Of course, John Farnham, the hell is he in? He's in the Little River Band. I don't know what else he's doing.
There's been a lot of Mr. Skinless in this too.
Not quite yet. Not full on.
Did you not see them just pull that chick's tits out and play with them just then?
No. I was trying to read this stuff. A lot of times I can't pay attention.
I'll catch everybody up. I'll do a Mr. Skinless for Mr. Skinless. There was a few minutes ago, they just pulled this blonde chick's top down to start playing with her jugs. Speaking of jugs, there's Linda Hamilton's bare-breasted, beautiful tits that you can see the nipples through. It's amazing.
Linda Blair's, yeah. Not the Terminator titties. But yeah, she had some big ones. It's very nice. You can kind of just have Mr. Skinless this whole film. You might as well, because she's just got her bags out, her airbags. But this gang's about to do some stupid shit, and then she's about to fuck them up. So we'll see how this transpires here as the movie goes on. Try to find some little tidbits here under trivia. Said Heather, which is played by Linnea Quigley, her impending rape scene was heavily cut for R rating. Originally the scene was a lot longer, more brutal, with all gang members taking turns on raping her. And she was originally hit 3 times by Jake instead of just one, like in the final version. Arrow Video released the movie on DVD, fully uncut, for the first time in the UK in 2011. However, many copies were destroyed in a fire at a warehouse during the London riots in the same year. The DVD is now considered rare and is highly sought after by collectors. I'm guessing that one is the one on Amazon that's going for $95. It's probably the Arrow DVD. Brink Stevens auditioned for the role of Heather alongside good friend Linnea Quigley, who ended up getting the role instead. Brink actually drove Linnea to the audition. During the film's premiere in New York City, Linda Blair made an appearance at both the RKO Warner and the Lowe's Orpheum to meet fans and give away soundtrack albums and photos. The BBFC, which is the British Board of Film Classification, demanded a total of 24 minutes worth of cuts to the film before its release in the UK. At the time, the BBFC had a virtually zero tolerance to sexual violence and the use of crossbow. I guess we'll see some crossbow here in a little bit. Tony DeSimone was originally attached to direct Tom DeSimone, which I think is who did Hell Night, if I'm not mistaken, but quit after only a few days of filming. This film was put on hold, prompting certain cast members to pursue other projects, such as Deborah Blee's character inexplicably disappears in the second half of the film. Danny Steinman was eventually hired as DeSimone's replacement.
I would also like to officially stamp this as the first of many that I would give my cult corridor classic to this. This is just great. This is the perfect time period. This is the perfect low budget. Went to the video store, rented it. You know, you're spending the night with your friends. You're playing fucking Atari all night. You know, I'm just taking you back to the 80s, kids. Miami Vice is on television. As soon as it goes off, your parents are going to bed and you stay up and watch fucking Savage Streets. It's fucking amazing. This is great.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good time capsule film, and it's definitely got the cult vibe to it. And it's there's John Vernon right there, that fucking badass.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's just good, man. It's just got a really good pace and vibe to it already, and you can tell that shit's gonna go down. It's just hot 80s babes with fucking wearing no bras, and it's just a good 80s stuff right here. Let's see. During a 2004 interview, Linnea Quigley was asked if it was very nerve-wracking to appear nude in front of lots of people during the rape scene, knowing that the whole world might see her, or did she find it liberating? She said, "I don't find nudity liberating at all. I had a hard time every time I was required to be nude in this and other films." And she's been nude in a lot of films. Since the cast and crew all have to try to get on set like they've never seen a naked woman before, so I also tried to have closed sets. So that's got to be crazy anyway to just have to do that. And she's pretty famous for...
Just as a side note, too, Corey doesn't like to be nude on film either.
No, I don't.
He has a problem with it. He just doesn't like it.
Now
comfortable.
Now your friend, Porno Proton, I mean, he's on a different level because that's his kind of lifestyle, but...
It is. It definitely is. But for, you know...
Now, why don't you take your faggot asses before I feed you to the cops? That's a quote from John Vernon in this film. The dialogue in this is already really fucking raunchy, and you can see why they had to cut a lot of this, but you kind of look at stuff and what would hold up now, and a lot of these films kind of don't, as far as PC people and what they care to watch, what they don't.
Have you seen, and I want to touch on this real quick.
Good God.
Because I want to give it some love.
I want to give those cheerleaders some love.
Have you seen the Child's Play reboot?
No.
It's very violent. And I want to go ahead and give it some love right here. It is the most violent thing I've seen in years.
I'll have to check it out.
To be in a theater.
I just haven't.
You know...
Not like I've been avoiding it, I just haven't seen it. It was on HBO for a little bit.
I'm just telling you, it seriously, honestly, and I'm not saying I necessarily liked it, but I will give it all the credit in the world that it's one of the most violent things I've ever seen in the theater in years.
I like super violent stuff because we don't get it, anymore.
Let me tell you this, it makes Green Inferno look like a fucking children's movie.
It's pretty funny.
There's a scene in that film, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I will let one out of the bag here. There is a scene where Chucky, which is voiced by Mark Hamill, which is hilarious, he murders this cat, and he violently murders this cat. And I saw people get up and walk out of the theater. And even out, by the way, I'm on a commercial.
Oh, shit. Alright, pausing it. I'm at 16 minutes, 40 seconds, so we'll get to that. By the way, the body count in this film is 5. So there you go on that. Usually I don't get those numbers, so we got 5 kills, which spread out could be a lot, and this movie's not very long, so it's about an hour and a half.
Okay, now. Should be them walking into the bleachers.
Yep.
And then I was going to say...
Dude smoking a cigarette, he's trying to...
For what that is, just on a horror standpoint, I'm telling you, it's very violent. Do I have problems with it? I've got tons of problems with that movie. But I'm just saying, it's incredibly violent. Anybody that went into that movie, I watched it with Killer Coach and Wheelchair Fucker, and they were like, that movie is fucking... And it is. It's... Whether you like it or not, the one thing that you won't say is that it's not... And I love it because I hate Eli Roth, and it literally made that fucking... his little cannibal movie look like a fucking Disney picture.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seriously is incredibly violent. There's a dude that gets skinned in that movie. I mean, I'm just telling you, for what it is, it's incredibly violent. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host is a huge, huge, huge Mark Hamill fanboy, so...
I am, actually. It's not a joke.
I actually think I think that he will enjoy it. But for what it is, I got no problem with it. That is a very, very violent film.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check it out. I just haven't yet.
Oh, and just FYI, I want to get Christine. I just want to say this on the podcast tonight. Start doing it. I want to get Christine. I want to get John Carpenter. I'm going to go pick him up. I'm going to drive, and I'm going to run over Eli Roth and David Cronenberg in the same day with Christine.
You know, it'd be kind of... You know what?
That's for shit talking my man.
You just gave me a fantastic idea if we had some money. And maybe... I wish we just were in a better place where we can actually do this. I just came up with the most amazing idea. And we can pitch this idea to Shudder or something. Maybe they'll give us a bunch of money. Maybe the fans. Maybe you guys will just start giving us a bunch of money. That'd be nice.
Maybe you should wait and tell me this when we're done recording.
No, I'm gonna pitch the idea right here. It's on our stream. It's copyrighted. You heard it here first. I have a fantastic idea.
Copyright.
Fantastic idea. I think... You know how they have like the riding in cars of coffee thing, like the thing that Seinfeld does?
Yeah.
You always get a different car, and he always picks up like actors and comedians and stuff, and he just drives them.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it would be cool if we did a horror one where we had different horror movie cars that we drove every episode, and we picked up different people from horror. Like we pick up John Carpenter, we pick up Alice Cooper, or we pick up fucking Linda Blair, and it's like, how badass would it be if we, we go get coffee and we talk about just their careers and shit like that, like. Oh, we got bare buns. Hang on a second. And boobage here in 19 minutes 45 seconds. Mr. Skinless here for you for all your nudie pleasures and all your horror movies. Time stamped here for you. That's you got a whole bunch of boobage and butts here, so even some bush. There's plenty of it. There's actually a lot of bush in this scene. Any more, and you'd have to cut it down with a machete. Like it's almost like Predator in here with all the bush. So.
Yes.
It's a lot of it's a shower scene, so yeah, there's plenty of wacky action for you. 60 minutes 45 seconds is where the goodness starts, so Mr. Skinless is here for all your skinless needs, nudie needs. Anyway, how cool would it be, back to my idea, if you were to pick up John Carpenter and a Christine replica or whatever, and you drive around, or you pick up Don Coscarelli in like a Hemi Cuda, or you stuff like that. You pick up Elvira in a fucking, black convertible.
Hearst.
Yeah, or Hearst, and maybe something with you can get the Munsters thing and pick up one of them if any of them are still alive. I don't even know at this point. Just stuff like that. It'd be fucking cool, and you can do shit like that. I think that'd be a great idea, like a horror version of riding in cars with coffee. We'll call it something else, which I haven't come up with yet, but. I think if we had enough finance behind that, that could be something that would definitely happen. So, that's my idea. I think it's perfect. But we'd have to do it in the next few years, because it's like, who knows what will happen if some of these people just fucking croak out of nowhere.
They're riding the car with nobody right now. It's social distancing, so
that's true.
We have to put the whole thing on hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Here's the whole thing is there's so many people, that, and this is me being me, growing up liking lots of different, things. But the truth is, I've never liked Eli Roth. I've never liked fucking David Cronenberg. I don't like either one of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give him $1 to fucking meet him. I don't like either one of them, and I never have. I just don't. You know, you got the king of body horror and the guy that fucking ripped him off. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But that's your thing. Some people
like that stuff.
Some people like super gross out shit, and I never really cared for it. But I like a lot of Cronenberg stuff. I watched The Fly at a very early age, and I really regret that because it's horrifying. Not something I watch anymore or go to. I just don't do it. I recognize that dude from something. Can't think of where he's from. Oh shit.
Well, my whole thing is like, you got, you know, and there's nothing wrong. People can like whatever they want, you know. I mean, I like, the only Cronenberg, I like, you know, a handful of his stuff, and it's a very small list, you know. Right. I've said it on here a million times, but very small. I just don't like him. I've never liked him. I don't know why people like him so much. Wheelchair Fucker thinks he's the greatest thing since fucking bread. I just don't like him. I just don't.
Guess he likes body horror shit. I don't know.
I just don't like his stuff. I just don't, you know. I'm just not a fan, you know. I love The Dead Zone, but not because of him. It's because of Christopher Walken and fucking Stephen King. I don't give a shit about David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
You know. And fucking Martin Sheen is awesome in that movie. He's great. And it's just a good cast. It's a good movie. But, you know, everything else, it's like I like Jeremy Irons and, you know, Dead Ringer. I think Dead Ringers is a good movie.
Yeah.
But again, it's not, I mean, I don't even fucking own it, so I don't like it that much, you know. Scanners is cool, the first one. The sequels to Scanners, which he had nothing to do with, those movies are god-awful. You know, I just don't. You get people, Richard Ware's a good example, actually, for this. He's just this horror completist. It's just like, I don't need all these movies. Like, I don't even like movies enough to own that many of them. Like, I like the stuff that I like, and I own those, but I'm not just going to buy everything from every company. It's like, I just don't, you know.
Yeah.
Arrow puts out probably 3 releases a year that I give a shit about. You know, Scream Factory definitely puts out more, you know. They probably put out 10 a year that I actually want or will buy. I end up buying 5 of them. They put out probably 10 that I actually want, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all a licensing thing. Whoever has the license to this stuff kind of goes with that as a collector. But, I mean, I buy stuff that I'm going to watch. I don't buy stuff just to have it. Like, I don't like to have something just sitting on my, you know.
Right.
On my coffee table where I could have a fucking graded comic book instead, which I'd much rather have, you know. So,
right.
But that's just me. But
well, speaking of,
and everybody can like whatever they want, you know. But for me, like right now, there's no one company putting out the best stuff. It's just all spread out all over the place. I mean,
yeah,
you know, it's hit or miss. You know, Shout Select hasn't announced a title that I give a shit about in a while. You know, they're putting the Deer Hunter out.
Yeah, pretty nice
in 4K, which is cool. But I mean, that's not like a must-own for me. I do like that movie, but
right. With that being said, we'll get into Altering the Future.
Altering the Future!
And thank you, Chuck. And we'll go into 84, take you to this time, what other movies came out this year. Done this fairly recently, but I'll try to keep this short and sweet here. I'll just name off since we usually, you know, we've done this a few times, and fairly recently, I will just run through these quickly as possible, just do kind of the essentials here. I'll spread them out. I won't just do this and then horror. I'll kind of mix them up here. You got Children of the Corn, you got Gremlins, you got Neverending Story, you got Footloose, Karate Kid, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, you got David Lynch's Dune, you got A Nightmare on Elm Street, Police Academy, 16 Candles, The Red Dawn, Romancing the Stone, Beverly Hills Cop, Purple Rain, Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, Amadeus, Chud, The Last Starfighter, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, This is Spinal Tap, Streets of Fire, Night of the Comet, Toxic Avenger, Repo Man, Conan the Destroyer, Starman, Firestarter, Bachelor Party, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Body Double, let's see what else. I'll just go ahead and do it. My favorite two films from 84. It's Terminator and Ghostbusters. And that's 84. Probably the quickest I've done it. Those are the movies. 1984.
Alright, and I'll burn through this real quick for you guys. And I'm just going to do notable stuff. I'm not even going to go as far with this as I normally do. So, Knights of the New Thunder from TNT. It's a band I like from Norway. It's been broke up for a long time. Haunting the Chapel from Slayer, the band that rock-started this podcast. Let's see, No Remorse from Motorhead. Violence and Force from Exciter. Walking the Razor's Edge from Helix. Slide It In from Whitesnake. Animalized from Kiss. Let's see here.
You're at 28 minutes, you got a nudie cat fight.
Perfect Strangers from Deep Purple. Wings of Tomorrow from Europe. Sign of the Hammer from Manowar. Crusader from Saxon. Not Unbroken from Fate's Warning. This is pretty disturbing watching this, honestly.
It is before she got her boob job too, so it's weird.
War with Satan from Venom.
Try not to
Tales
watch
from
it.
Celtic Frost. Metal Church from the debut album from Metal Church. Tooth and Nail from Dokken. Let's see here. March of the Saint from Armored Saint. Hell to England from Manowar. The Warning from Queensryche. Fistful of Metal from Anthrax. Let's see here. The debut album from Wasp, the self-titled Wasp album. Every track on that album's great. Stay Hungry from Twisted Sister. Out of the Cellar from Rat. Love at First Sting from the Scorpions. The Last in Line from Dio. Defenders of the Faith from Judas Priest. Ride the Lightning from Metallica. And then my favorite album of this year is 1984 from Van Halen.
Fuck yeah.
I left some stuff out this time, but I don't care. It's stuff that I don't give a shit about anymore.
Can listen to it on our last episode. Well, I'm kind of glad they cut that rape scene because I couldn't imagine it going any longer than it did. So, stuff like
disturbing, wasn't it?
Stuff like that, I don't care to cut. I mean, I honestly don't like watching that kind of shit. If you want to put it in there for extremity's sake and for shock value, but also kind of like
characters or whatever, yeah.
Like an awareness thing too. Like, I get why people do that because it's very real, but I think it's really like I would never film a rape scene like a fake one. It's just I would never do that. That's not something I want to put viewers through if I ever was a filmmaker. Just not something I want to portray. It's just weird. Like, even the Last House on the Left and stuff like that, I've seen that one a bunch, but when I watched the remake of it, the scene in that version is, like, so long and drawn out, and I can't believe they even got away with it.
Even over. We're still watching this. They're still fucking tagging out.
No, they're done now. But with the uncut version, they actually tag in and out in that, and they have, like, the whole squad. I guess they are. The whole squad's about to do it. I don't know. It's really grody. A lot of that Japanese shit, they have a lot of scenes like that in it, and it's just really, not a big fan of it.
Something you didn't tell me about this movie that I didn't know about the rape scene. I didn't know that it was also, the guys from Outlander. It's interesting. Bunch of stand-up comic fucking redneck trash. It's interesting.
Well, I got an ad.
Oh, hold on. Got it paused at 1:33:11.
Okay. And I'm back.
Okay, hold on. I'm at 31:45, 46, 47, 48.
Yep, I'm right there.
There's another shot of Outlander. You got classy folks out there, yeah, I'm with you on the. This is a touch much. I don't know what they were. I guess this is supposed to drive the murder that I'm assuming is going to ensue from this happening.
Ugh. Well, I guess to really, it's really kind of backing up what Linda Blair's going to do to him later, and I get that. But at the same time, it's just like,
I'm with you. It's hard to watch. Hard to watch.
There's some dude butt. I don't know, it's just horrific for me, and I just don't. It's not something I like watching or hearing about in general. But I get it.
Well,
I get it.
Because you're not into Monday Night Raw and doing stand-up, but,
But I get it for the story's sake to push it, because you want to, you don't want to see these guys as just like this gang, you want to hate them enough to where you want them to die. Or it's like, I'm a traditional horror fan, so, I already want everyone in the movie to die, but this isn't a horror movie, so that's why it's more of like an action movie.
Yeah, it's a revenge movie. It's a revenge movie.
Yeah. So, in a horror, when you know that you're going into a horror movie, it's like these people are going to die, so I might as well not even like them. Or you want to warm up to some of the people, but
it's a revenge exploitation type thing. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a movie that I watched recently, and the Blu-ray's out of print. I didn't realize this. I've got it, of course, but I have everything for the most part that I want. I'm very lucky to have a lot of cool stuff that I want, but the OG I Spit on Your Grave, that rate seems not that bad in that.
No, it's not.
What we just watched is 1,000 times worse than that.
Yeah, and I couldn't even imagine watching the uncut version. I'll just be like, bleh.
Oh, that's what we're watching. Yeah, I'd fucking vomit. It's gross.
Yeah.
But my other thing with this is this. But I don't have a problem. I'm not saying I want to censor it. It's just hard to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not about censoring it. Just something I can go make a fucking.
Well, that's my whole thing. Just like
go get a bagel instead. Watch this.
As much as I find the movie disgusting, it's the same reason I don't want to ever watch The Fly. I find that movie gross for the sake of grossness. It's just ridiculous. It's unnecessary. That movie is completely and totally unnecessary. People like it. That's great. I don't like stuff like that. I hate insects. So imagining being blended with an insect is the most horrifying thing you could do to me. So
that's all that movie's for. It's just it's a gross out thing, and I like movies that do a little bit more than that. I'm not into the thrill of being grossed out. I like it's kind of like if it's a little bit, but that movie, the entire thing is just disgusting.
I'm going to tell you a movie right now that serves no purpose. Here's another director that I don't like, James Gunn. Not a fan. I'm just not a fan of his stuff. And to be specific, Slither is the most gross, nasty, pointless film I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's just pointless. It really is. It's just, it's just, I don't like stuff like that. I don't want to watch that, Night of the Creeps is the same way. We tried to watch that. I went, no, this movie's awful. It's just not good. And Monster Squad's the best thing that motherfucker ever did as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. Yeah. I love Tom Atkins and everything, but I just can't deal with it. I don't want to watch stuff like that. I have no interest in watching any type of worm, snake, roach, amoeba-looking thing going in my fucking pee hole or stomach or mouth. No thanks. I'll pass.
Yeah, it's just gross out for the sake of gross out. It's really all it is.
Well, it's just it's not even horror. It's just gross. It's as pointless as Garbage Pail Kids cards when I was a kid. It's stupid. It's like I don't fucking want this. Yeah. I'm just not interested in it. People can like whatever they want, but to me that doesn't define being a horror fan watching something that's just disgusting. And Slither is disgusting. That movie's disgusting. James Gunn should be hit in the face with a dick just for making that movie. It's just gross, man. And you got Nathan Fillion in it. You're wasting him talking like a fucking redneck through the whole thing. It's fucking stupid. That movie's garbage. And I don't know what people's obsession is with just watching just gross out stuff. I have eczema too, to the 10th power, and it's extremely painful. So mutations of skin and stuff, sorry, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like I said, that's the whole point, and people get off, I guess, on seeing really gross shit like that.
You know what, man? This is what I've got to say about that. If you like watching body horror stuff and these rape scenes and stuff like that, you need to just set yourself on fire in your home. You know?
Also have another marketing idea.
I have no use for people like that. That's not horror to me. Horror to me is Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing and fucking Vincent Price. That's fucking horror to me. Like, if we're going to just, you know, and I don't think I'm the only one. I'm just kind of old school like that. I just don't, you know, I don't like the body horror stuff. I want fucking Jason to walk in and fucking just murder all those people in that fucking Slither movie, you know?
Have another marketing idea to just say no body horror on it. A t-shirt. And done.
Yeah, it's just not, you know, I mean, it's just not something that I'm a slasher guy, you know?
I am too.
There's a guy, I'm going to give a shout out to this dude. I don't know this dude for anything in the world. I was in fucking Walmart, and I was looking for Italian cold pasta salad that they normally have in the deli to buy, and of course they didn't fucking have it. But to my surprise was a dude in like his 50s wearing a fucking Maniac shirt, which I thought was fucking awesome while he's working.
It is awesome.
His Walmart apron on, but he's wearing a fucking Maniac shirt.
Yep, and he's checking out, he's digging some scalps he can go get later.
And it was like, every day, I'm always wearing a fucking horror shirt. I'm like, dude, that's me. It's fucking awesome. Nice to meet you, you know?
That's badass.
And it's Dr. West. But, you know, but that's cool, you know, he could be in my monster squad, my fictitious monster squad. I would invite him to be part of it.
Hell yeah.
You know, and nobody gets invited to that. I don't even hardly talk to him. I don't have him socially in that, so that's not going to happen. I did have my mask on today, though, which apparently looked terrifying to people, because two girls that were in there with their dad actually ran from me, so apparently I looked scary wearing that mask, so that was kind of fun.
It is pretty fun.
I didn't mean to scare the kids, but I thought it was an interesting reaction. I just scare everybody. That's okay. That's what I'm here for, kids. But I think if I had the money, I still think, and it doesn't even have to be that creative, it just needs to be instinctive. I think doing the right type of slasher film, I think I could, if I had the money and had the time, and I don't even really need that much time. I don't even need a lot of time to shoot it. You know, I can get it done pretty quick. You just give me a subpar cast that I can kind of have pick and choose from. You know, maybe people from movies from my past. People don't even have to know who they are, you know.
Right.
But I think there's an effective, fun way to still make good movies, you know. But this movie is interesting because, and I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I love that this is so just drenched in 80s. You can't get more drenched in 80s than this. Like, it's just...
You got Linda Blair's fucking mop, and you got...
No, but I mean, just
Techno Club
and the way people are dressed, and just, I mean, it's not fake, it's real, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's perm, I mean, it's fucking great. Which actually, guys, I wanted to let you know about a little contest we're doing. So for Corey's birthday, we were going to give him a perm.
Yep. Gonna glam me out.
He's going to have the big hair. Doing that for his birthday this year. He's going to be 20 years old. So we're going for big hair. We're going for big hair at 20.
It's actually the 10th anniversary of me being 20, so it's close enough. Been 20 for 10 years.
It's great, and
if we make it that far, we'll see where the world is in 2 months. But
the next horror convention we go to, do look for him, because if you come find us while we're doing interview stuff and whatnot, we'll be there with all our other people, you know, from our group, Killer Coach, fucking Wheelchair Fucker, everybody will be there, Paul Portron, everybody will be there, but if you want, we are doing a special Teddy Ruxpin photo op with Corey. You can do that.
I will be in the Teddy Ruxpin costume.
The inside joke that I will never explain on this podcast, but we will be doing a Teddy Ruxpin one-day only photo op with Corey, and it's only $25.
Oh, it's called Teddy Gorechrist.
Well, that's the idea behind it, but it's essentially Teddy Ruxpin, which I will never explain that. It's an inside joke. But you can just Google Teddy Ruxpin. You can make your own decision about it. But all the proceeds do go to him, so he can take. He needs the money. He just needs your cash. So.
Well, at a convention, I can always buy something.
Huh?
At a convention, I can always buy something with it. So much appreciated.
You can, and you can keep me away from the Twilight table because it's still my favorite.
Yeah, it's like, the doctor will...
I kind of step on that stuff, people try to get me to, like, even that dude tonight in the belly, he's trying to get me, you should check out blah, blah, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm real particular about my stuff, like, I just, I don't like stuff that's not licensed. I think it's really ghetto, because I used to make fun of people like that, because, I remember going to see Wasp when I was a kid, and my friend Frankie was a broke motherfucker. Frankie got a Wasp shirt. I didn't even get to get a Wasp shirt. And we were at school, and some guy was wearing a fucking straight up flea market Wasp shirt, and we made fun of that guy every day.
It was like printed in Puerto Rico, screen printed in Puerto Rico.
Back then, man, in the 80s, the shit was like sideways, like it was printed wrong and everything.
Yeah, he probably got it from a fucking street vendor or something.
Yeah, it's fucking flea market. We know where he got it from. We got motherfucking flea market shit. It's like, man, that fucking flea market Wasp shirt, dude. You might as well set that on fire.
Somebody's in their fucking garage printing that shit out.
Looking back on that was actually really meaningless to do that, but whatever.
Well, it's like, I don't know why people... I mean, if people want to pay for what they want, it's fine, but same thing with, like, patches when I buy those and stuff. It's like, I'm not getting bootlegs of it unless it looks really good. But, like, sometimes bootlegs actually pretty decent and that kind of stuff. But if I'm going to get a shirt, I'm not going to get a shirt some asshole printed off, at their fucking house. It's like... Plus, none of that goes to the bands or who actually puts in the hard work and has, like, a company that actually makes it.
That's the problem. Even back then, those guys needed that tour money. This was all pre-internet and stuff,
Yeah, and shirts weren't that expensive then.
Sales and tour sales and merch sales from your tour, and that's it, and this motherfucker, just looking back on it, was probably actually much deeper. He was probably had poor parents, and they just bought him that to make him feel good because he didn't go to the show. But, although he went to the show, I didn't even get a shirt. So in that fact, I guess I was just jealous. I don't know.
Oh, no. I mean, I wouldn't be jealous of a bootleg shirt. I'd be like, man, it looks like shit. It's fucking sideways.
You know what I did get on that tour? Because I got a shirt the first time I saw him, and then the other, like 6 times I saw him, I always got something. But it was really cool. They didn't have a shirt that would fit me because I was a little kid, and I was a scrawny little shit. But my uncle, and I've still got this damn thing, I got a fucking Last Command poster, and it was signed by the whole fucking band.
Nice.
It was just out there. And I was just like, hell yeah, I'll take that. Because everybody, all my friends were buying Kiss stuff. I'm like, I want this. Like, I wrapped Kiss, and Kiss was awesome. It's Animalized, it was great, but it wasn't even the same thing, because I was just like, man, I'm going to go home and watch fucking Friday the 13th and listen to Wasp. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I got to say, this movie has a good pace to it. I haven't got bored with it at all, so I'm already going to just recommend this to you guys. I'll just skip the... You're going to hear me say it all night, but I highly recommend it. It's just a good movie.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of... I love the Linda Blair's gloves right here, the fingerless gloves.
I'm waiting for her to snap, okay? That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for her to become this dark fucking vigilante, which she hasn't yet.
Well, you gotta have her friend here, who's kind of sliced that dude in the club. She's about to get attacked as well, so that's going to be the breaking point here shortly. So one more little thing's got to happen, and then she's gonna start fucking kicking ass here. That's what we're waiting on. Again, I haven't seen it. I'm just doing my homework here. Forget her name already. The chick that's about to.
What's that?
Her friend that's the one that sliced that dude at the club. It's what the hell's her damn name? Francine. Yeah. So she's about to get whacked, and then go from there.
Well, I'd say an interesting thing, too, is this is something that, talk about another great idea that we could pitch to bands to do. Something I miss buying at concerts, and I would still buy these, is a tour program. They never have them anymore.
Yeah.
Bands never have them, and especially like a really cool, band like Destruction, they come over here, they should have a fucking tour program.
Oh, yeah.
They have big in every other country they tour, and then they tour here and they play in clubs. Same thing as Creator. It's like, have a tour program. I'll pay $15 for a tour program.
Those on the
giant ass coloring book, because I tell you, I used to love getting those when I was a kid, man. Tour programs, all about it. In Van Halen, I always had fucking tour programs, man. Wasp, fucking Dawkins, fucking Vinnie Vincent Invasion, fucking Kiss, fucking Rush, any of that stuff as a kid. I always got a fucking tour program. And it was cool, I remember even the first time I saw Slayer, which was on Rain and Blood, and they had a tour program, and I've got it. I've still got that fucking thing. And it's cool. It was something different, Megadeth. First time I saw Megadeth open for Dio on the Dream Evil tour. Megadeth was on the second leg of their tour for fucking Peace Cells. I got a tour program for fucking Peace Cells. That fucking thing's awesome. It was a big thing back then. It was an 80s thing. You just don't see that. They'd probably not done them in fucking 30 years, But
yeah.
I like having them. And I think if people want to be retro, you want to be retro and wear the fucking vest and all this stuff, get you a fucking tour program, motherfucker. Go back to 10 fucking overpriced fucking Heinekens, buy you a goddamn tour program,
Oh, yeah.
God, just the bands out here, that's just straight up fucking food money right there.
Damn right.
And they're nice. They're a cool collectible. And if you get to meet the band, have them sign that, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, I think they should do that more often.
Yeah, tour programming, Zoom, Matt and Live. Anyway, but yeah.
The board in this classroom says, disco sucks, punk is dead, give me rock or give me head. It's a good, nice poetry class.
I have a question for you. Now, this is a trivia question, but this is something that I saw in the film when we first started. When the film first started, they walked by a record store. Which album from Kiss was in the window?
I didn't even see it because I was reading stuff.
Doesn't matter. Use the years. I want you to think about this. Which album? Now, I want you to think about this. You can get this. Corey's a huge Kiss fan. We're getting ready to test his Kiss knowledge right now. So, in the window, even though you didn't see it, what Kiss album was in the record store display? There was a poster and or it wasn't a poster, it was just a straight up vinyl cover. It may have just been that.
Well,
what was it?
If it was 84, then it's Animalize.
No.
So it was the album before that?
Let's look it up. Think about it.
Well, I was going to say Lick It Up was 83. I wasn't sure if they were current with it or they filmed this before that.
Something else too. That record gets a hard time. That's a great fucking album.
Because Lick It Up is 83, so that was my next guess.
That is a fucking great album. And I'm also proud to say, I'm going to toot my own horn, but I'm going to go ahead and toot my own horn tonight, folks. So I saw Creatures of the Night. This is not a joke. All the way to Revenge, and I never missed a tour.
Oh, yeah.
So, some fun Kiss knowledge about Dr. West.
I have an ad right now.
Oh, let me fix that.
So I probably need to do some catch up here.
It was a look at that vinyl cover was in the window.
Nice.
Which would make sense because it would have been the year they filmed it, so.
Right.
But yeah, it's good stuff. And I remember, my favorite thing, I tell you what though, you guys want to, experiment with some non-makeup Kiss. God, what a great album. Look It Up is so good. It's so good.
It is good.
It is the fucking drum. Anything with Eric Carr drumming on it will fucking pound your brain into your headphones. It's so good.
And it was Vinnie Vincent, too. Okay, I'm back on it. I'm at 49 minutes, 24 seconds. So where are you at?
50-21.
Alright, so let me catch up here for a second. Keep it paused. So it's the pains of not having one TV and being together. We have to stream separately and do it the quarantine way. That's how we gotta do it.
No, we do. You can hear us doing it. It's legit when I hit play.
You're at what? 50 what?
$29.
Okay, give me a minute. It's almost there. Dude's got some nudie pictures in his locker here. Go figure. I think that character is Fargo, if I'm not mistaken, is his name in this. That's still rolling. This chick's got a pretty rad mullet in this one. 50-20 what?
9.
50-29, almost there. We're creeping. Got some more no bra action. You got a dude dancing with a skeleton in the science lab. Got people dancing around. 50, 10. Alright, hit play now.
Got it.
Cool. Got the chicks here. Got a little blondie walking up. Big cannons. It's fun though.
Damn, she just said fuck off, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're like a couple seconds off, but this will work. That's good.
So let me tell a story. This is from last year, because we can't, normally I always tell these stories going to these shows and everything on here. So this is from last year. So last year, Corey got me into, and I'm not going to name it because it was actually really cool, but I'm not going to promote it or discard it. I'm just telling you I went to this convention thing so I could meet Crispin Glover. And we get there, and I went to the wheelchair fucker. We did get to see the Mayhem movie, which I can't think of the name of that right now. We did get to watch that, which was awesome.
Lords of Chaos.
Yeah, which was great. I still think that movie's it's just very effective. But he wanted $60, okay, just to take a picture with me. And I'm like, dude, I gave William Shatner $75 for a picture and an autograph, so fuck you.
Yeah.
You know? And now, you all may know this from Western Phantasm. I'm a huge fan of Friday the 13th Part 4. Also love Friday the 13th Part 2. Also love Friday the 13th Part 7 and 8. I like a lot of those movies. But anyway, but the moral of this was I really wanted to meet Crispin Glover. He was a complete bastard.
Yeah.
It was very disappointing. He took a fan, which I was telling Gorechrist this earlier today. It's a true story. I was telling Corey this. Took this fan's really nice Back to the Future Part 1 poster and just threw it in the floor and threw his, like, Blu-ray in the floor. Just threw it in the fucking floor.
Yeah.
You know. And it's stuff on that. Him and the dude that plays Biff, they had issues with the Back to the Future folks, Robert Zemeckis and Universal Films. I don't know all this, but if you ever watch any, you can take my word on this, if you ever watch any fucking Back to the Future documentary, that Back in Time documentary, any of that stuff, neither of those actors are even in that. They're not even talked about.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, and that's a true story, which I thought was weird looking back on it when we went to Horror Hound last year, because the dude that plays Biff was there, and I'm like, why are you here? Like, you hate all this stuff, but you're here. It's odd, you know. It was very odd. He wanted a ton of money too. He wanted like $60, but which was insane because Meatloaf was charging that, and that would have actually been cooler to me. But I like Biff 10. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that guy's like a $20 signer as far as I'm concerned. You know? Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And so is Crispin Glover. Sorry, dude, you haven't done shit. You know, you're in Back to the Future. You're in Willard. You know, I mean, his dad's done cooler shit than he has. His dad's in the second fucking Warlock movie, which I fucking love.
Yeah.
His dad was in fucking Diamonds Are Forever. His dad's in Popcorn.
Yeah.
His dad's done way cooler shit than he has. And it really hurt my feelings. It really did, because I really wanted to be. And he was a complete asshole. I remember telling Corey on the way I was pissed, because he was such a dick.
Yeah.
You know. And I want to ask you this. I'm asking you this while we're recording, which I guess is
We got some more topless stuff. 54 minutes. Got the big blonde boobage right here. So there you go. More Mr. Skinless here.
If you were giving him $60 and him acting like that, because I just didn't feel like it was the thing to do.
I go to a lot of conventions, and I don't give a lot of people $60. That's a lot of money. I get it, but a lot of, I'm more...
Hold on, there's no way you get it with him. He don't deserve no $60.
No. I mean, I get it for why people charge $60, like the people that I've known to charge $60. But for him, no. He would be a $30 signer. That's the most I'd pay for his autograph. Or even his picture. A picture for $60? Like, I just don't understand that.
But some kind of study these little books he had, which look like little, like, Reader's Digest books that my mom used to read when I was little.
Be one of those things, too, if you're selling a book, like $20 to get it, to buy it and to sign it, and to take a picture, maybe.
Yeah, but it didn't work like that. He wanted $60. He got all 3 of these books.
Nope.
And he would sign one of the books.
And we are
he'd pay $60 and he'd take a picture with you.
And he premiered a film there, so it's like these people are already watching his damn movie, so it's like the least you can do afterwards, meet your fans and fucking sign.
I've got another one that I wanted to tell you. Another movie that he doesn't like. He was not signing any Friday the 13th Part 4 shit, period.
The only 2 things that people like him in that he's good in, he fucking wouldn't sign them, so.
I'm not joking. He would not fucking touch them.
His 2 biggest films are Friday Part 4 and Back to the Future, hands down. That's it.
Yeah, and he didn't want anything to do with it. And I literally, and I'm telling you, right in front of him, I was driving him in the cinema, I was like, fuck this, man.
Yeah, and
I was like, this is, and I literally looked at him and go, wow, this is really disappointing.
Like, here's a class act, somebody that's been in way more shit, that's way more prominent than he'll ever be. It was when we were at Horror Hound, we went and saw this movie, Candy Corn or whatever, and then they're like, hey, Tony Todd has stopped in to see the movie and to sign for fans. He was $30, and you can take a picture with him for free, and he'll sign your posters or whatever. $30 for Tony Todd. That's Tony Todd, man. Like, a legend in horror. He's in fucking Star Trek, and he's a legend in Star Trek lore.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, 2 people.
His voice is legendary. I mean, that dude is worth $60 all fucking day.
Okay, folks, here we are. And Corey, I want to thank Corey again for taking me. That was fucking amazing. We had a great time. Not sure what happened with it this year besides the coronavirus. It was already falling apart. I'm not going to get on about on here. Hopefully that was a misunderstanding. I don't know. However, because I still want to go. I hope we're going next year. We're going to try to go next year in Cincinnati.
We're going.
Okay.
Done deal.
I'm going to ask you a question because it's bothered me ever since we left. Who are the 2 people that I regret not getting to meet at that fucking convention? And it literally bothers me every time I think about that convention.
Meatloaf was one.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one, I gotta think about who else was there. I mean, there's a lot of people at this one.
Yes, but there's only one other one that I was really like, damn it. I'm going to give you a hint. This guy is in one of your favorite movies of all time.
And one of my favorite movies of all time.
Correct. And I love the movie too, but you literally loved this movie, you said, when you were a kid. You had toys and everything else. So.
Oh, Jake Busey.
Correct. That's the other one. And I want to tell you guys something that are listening right now. If you ever see Jake Busey in person, he's a big motherfucker, dude. Like, he's built. He's a big man.
And he looks great. He looks exactly the same. That dude
and
hasn't
I want to give a
aged.
shout out to him also. He reprised the role of his father's character from Predator 2 for that Predator Hunting Grounds game, and it's fucking awesome.
It is cool.
In Friday the 13th, the video game, which is the same people that made the Predator games, y'all didn't know that.
Gun Media or whatever.
You found these tapes, okay? And you could listen to them, and, well, in Predator, it's the same thing, except it's Jake Busey reprising the role of his father's character from fucking Predator 2, which is fucking death metal as fuck.
It is.
And I'm just telling you, I fucking love that guy. I wanted to have him on the podcast, and I'm telling you, I've regretted it ever since. Plus, I love him in Roadhouse 2. He's fucking amazing in Roadhouse 2. Everybody's like, Roadhouse 2, it's horrible. No,
he does conventions pretty.
He's fucking rad in that movie.
He does conventions pretty regularly, so I think we can catch him at something.
Dude, he looks great. I mean, that guy looks great.
He's still got the fucking spiked blonde hair. He still looks exactly like he used to. Like, there's nothing different about him.
Shit in the world. I was like, this is a meth evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you something right now. My favorite thing that we did at that convention was watching Monty Horde. I had so much fun watching that.
Oh, it was so cool. And if you guys have never done anything like it, you know, people kind of riff track it where they put their own dialogue over it. It's really crazy. I guess there's all kinds of...
I would be honest with you, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was just watching the movie. I would watch that movie right now over and over and over again.
Oh, shit. Here goes Francine. Brenda, played by Linda Blair, of course, this is her best friend, and she's about to be a fucking grease spot on the... Yep, she's gone. So here's the turning point here. She got thrown off a fucking viaduct, and she is, basically off a fucking bridge.
Pause your film when I say now.
Okay.
Now.
Alright, it's paused.
I need you to telephone the doctor back because it's about to do that thing here in like 9 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do the doctor cutoff call at about 2 hours. When this happened on one of our other episodes, doctor's phone just ends the call after 2 hours. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and do the call back.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a second.
Alright. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to have it just go doot doot. It actually happened, and I wasn't paying attention at the time. The doctor wasn't paying attention at the time. So, yeah, we're going to dial back up the doctor here and get him back on the line. Because otherwise, if we waited a few more minutes, because obviously we've been talking like at least an hour ahead of this episode. So, Dr. West.
Hello.
And he is back, folks. Do I press play now?
1, 2, now.
Okay. They just threw a fucking bag at her corpse. So yeah, now she's dead, and then, sure enough, Brenda is going to find her body, I guess, and then she will exact her revenge.
The main guy in this, the main villain guy there, he's menacing looking.
He is. He's a big fucker. You fuck. But it's weird, it's like every time they like do some raunchy shit, he's always like, you fucking motherfucker, like it's like their fault. I don't know what he's always like freaking out after they do stuff. He's like a serious like bastard in this. So, yeah.
He's running on your screen because he is mine.
Yep. Old Vince here is just running for his life. I guess he's done with the whole gang here, but he's probably going to warn, what's her name? Brenda here. Linda Blair.
Okay, I've got the most amazing thing to tell you right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Imagine Grim Grocer with Linda Blair's hair in
this. He's got like the Rick Rude hair.
I really think he should do that. I want him to do that. You should get him to do that.
I will. I'll find him a wig, too. Eventually, we're going to have all the stuff out there so you guys can have the the Grim Grocer Gym t-shirt, or Grim Grocer University. The Grim Grocer Academy.
Don't forget about main event.
Yep, main event. He'll be there, too.
That's a joke, because he used to main event stuff in his head. He never really did.
Yep. Let's see, let me try to find...
Now, I remember when that was a thing, when people would just walk around wearing dog tags when I was growing up. I never understood that.
Yeah, it's really weird. Unless it was their parents or something, I don't know.
No. It was a thing for that kids to wear just dog tags that had their name on it. I just thought it was weird.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was like a thing, because I remember doing it. It's fucking stupid.
Let's see here. Go to filming locations. It's definitely Los Angeles.
I bet the same you said some of that New York earlier. This looks like L.A. to me, but...
Well, a lot of it's familiar, I think, when I went last year. I've seen some of this stuff. Because while he was running...
Oh, yeah. Dude, if you walk down Sunset, you walk down half the films we've grown up with.
Let's see. In the first shots, we see Brenda shopping with her friends. They walk past the Old Pussycat Theater. That's Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. Let's see. In their initial effort to seduce the girls, the group of hoods almost run over Heather in front of what is now the Rusty Mullet on Las Palmas Avenue. Then we got Hollywood Boulevard. Wilcox Avenue is on there. Hollywood Boulevard. Trying to see where they just were in this scene. Yeah, that was Sunset, for sure. I think Florence or whatever. I don't know why I can't just remember her name. Francine. I think she got thrown off the Whittier Boulevard Bridge. So yeah, a lot of this is Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard. It's pretty cool. That's one thing I love about when I went to LA is, like, you know, so much stuff is filmed there. So I'd be like, hey, I was at that, I was there, and I was there. And another cool part, another thing I noticed, you know, because we go to Atlanta a lot too. It's usually me and the doctor's meeting point when he comes up here from Florida. I was watching that Venom movie, so I hadn't seen it yet. It's really bad. But I noticed right away there's a part where he's running, you know, he's like, it's like a car chase scene where he's trying to get away from the Life Foundation people.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. Totally over by, like, the Buckhead Theater in Atlanta. That's, like, exactly where that road was. I was like, dude, I've been down there, like, when they had all the fucking lit up, like, trees out there with, like, the lights on it.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's totally Atlanta. And that's where a lot of it was filmed, was in Atlanta. It was filmed in, like, 3 different cities, but Atlanta was a big filming spot for, I guess, the car scenes and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool, because I noticed it immediately, like, where it was. I was like, that's got to be where that is. And it's cool to have actually finally been to California, and specifically, like, LA and Santa Monica, and then watching all these movies that I've seen so many times and going back and be like, dude, I've fucking been right there. That's cool as shit, you know?
Well, the other thing, too, is, you know, you talk about, we had left a show, and I'm convinced of this, because, and I don't know how much I ever told you about this or not, but I'm convinced of this.
Oh, an hour and 5 minutes. We got Linda Blair's rack, all nudie for you. Mr. Skinless Alert. There you go. Got tub boobs. It's good stuff. Sorry, continue.
I'm convinced when Wheelchair Fucker and I left a show a few years ago, I know they were shooting Infinity War in the middle of downtown.
Yeah.
Because, and I don't know if I ever told you the story or not, we had to walk back to the car from where the Masquerade is now. This is when it was like brand new there. We had just went to see Gohor.
Yeah.
And we were coming back, and I swear to you, you could see, what's his name, dressed up as Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Tom Holland that dressed in, like, the fucking, you know, the CGI looking thing, you know.
A green suit.
And then somebody, I'm telling you, and then they literally told us to leave. Like, I was standing there watching, I was like, that's fucking Doctor Strange. There's a dude dressed as Doctor Strange. Because I thought it was weird initially. But what they were doing, they were fucking filming that damn movie. I know damn well that's what they were doing.
Yeah. That's cool as shit, and I'd love to actually go down and, you know, try to see some of that stuff.
Yeah, it was Loki was the other one we saw. It was the Tom Huddleston dude.
Yeah.
And they were wearing that shit. That's how I know it was real. I mean, I wasn't imagining that.
Yeah.
And I remember asking a friend of mine that lives down there, and he was like, yeah, they shoot that shit down there all the time.
Yeah, because they have a Pinewood Studios in Atlanta, so they usually just film a lot of the street stuff while they're there, too, you know.
Well, no, this wouldn't have been fucking Pine. This was Disney.
Yeah, that's where they shoot all of it. They have a Pinewood Studios in Atlanta.
Yeah, but this was a whole other thing. What I'm saying, this was just in the middle of downtown, in the middle of the night. This was at like fucking 1 in the morning.
Right, I just mean for like interiors, that's why they use the streets, because they're already filming.
And like this generic like gate was up that said "Do not cross private property," and I could see them. I'm talking. This was like a couple of miles away, but you could see them dressed up running across this thing, and there were cameras. There were dollies up there. There were fucking boom mics. I'm like, they're filming something.
Yeah.
I knew they were. You know, but you can't miss Doctor Strange and Loki's outfit. You just can't from a distance. It sticks out.
Yeah,
and I remember thinking to myself, now, what were they shooting specifically? The only thing I can come up with is Infinity War.
Yeah. With all of them there, you know. Now, Linda Blair is on the hunt. And she is trying to find out where the dudes are. She's going to go kick some ass.
Is that a Suzuki Samurai?
I didn't see it.
Know what she's driving.
I didn't see it on my screen. She's out.
No, it's a Mitsubishi.
Oh, here it goes. She's loading the car up now. SUV.
They didn't make sense last that.
Oh, yeah, it's a Mitsubishi. It's a cool little car. I got an ad popping up in about 4 seconds. Pause it now. It's a car ad. That's pretty funny.
I'm at 10907.
Alright. This fucking ad. See, like when we first started doing this, there wasn't ads at all. Now I get one like every 10 minutes. But again, it's a free app, so this is what they do. There's no paid version where you can take the ads
Sure,
off.
an unrated movie. It's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah. It might be because I'm on a guest, because they sometimes sign my actual account out, and maybe that's why I'm getting ads. Because I feel like if I was signed in, I wouldn't be getting them as much.
I'm signed into this Comcast account, and I'm getting them left and right.
Yeah, who knows. But it's a pretty sweet app for being, just having ads being the only thing about it. And there's so much horror stuff on here, a lot of stuff we've already done. So if you guys always wanted to follow along to our bullshit and never really had the means to do it as far as getting the Blu-rays we watch or even just having it at all, you know, a lot of the stuff we've done is on this app, so you can go back during your quarantine. If you're trying to podcast it up, then feel free to look on the Tubi app and see some of the stuff we've put out and, you know, watch our stuff and listen. It'll be cool. Second screen experience with Phantasm. That's what we're here for. Yeah, I got another ad, so just keep it paused. It's still doing its fucking thing here. Said you're at 109. What?
07. Bond, James Bond. Anyway.
Okay. Now it's just black for a second. And unpause it.
Are they in that fucking Chevy?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a nice
little
car.
Money.
What they're getting out, and Jake just left all his fucking bros there. I have a feeling they're gonna get picked off. Curious to see this whole crossbow thing, if they even cut it out at all. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing this as far as the censoring is concerned. Oh, shit.
The guy that's smoking, I swear I've seen in something else.
I definitely have. I just can't think of what it is. Yeah, they're about to get picked off here. Let me see. I don't see much of John Vernon. Maybe it's Johnny Vinegar. Let me see. Nope, that's the other dude. Saul Landy? Maybe that's doesn't look like him. I have no idea. Trying to find it here.
Okay, I'll tell you something funny. The Saul Landy guy was in fucking Bulletproof, that fucking Adam Sandler, fucking Damon Wayans movie.
I have a feeling that guy's name is Red. Which is the only thing he's done, really.
Saul Saul Landy was on the A-Team. Street Hawk. Fall Guy. I mean, this motherfucker, I've grown up with a bunch of stuff this guy was in. Hunter.
He looks familiar,
Jake
too.
the Fat Man.
Just can't tell if it's him or not.
Murder, She Wrote. Silence of the Hams. It's a Silence of the Lambs spoof. Melrose Place.
Nice.
Bulletproof. This guy still acts. This guy's in a bunch of shit. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
NYPD Blue. Jag. I mean, this guy, X-Files, this guy's been at 24. He was in a bunch of shit. Whichever guy that is, I don't know who it is, but that's him. Maybe it's not. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's that dude right there with that. Maybe that's who that is.
Can't tell.
Why does the hair on his chest look like an eagle? You know, I was blessed to not be born with a hairy chest or back. I'm very happy about that. It's the Latino in me.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't have that problem. Not a fucking ape.
Yeah, I just got hair on my chest, that's it.
You're a little orangutan to me, but it's okay.
It's the Jew in me, I got hairy chest. No, none on my back, though, thank God.
That's your love rug.
Yeah, my love rug.
That's your Ruxpin rug.
They say cunt a lot in this movie, which is different. I usually don't see that word. First, I'm gonna... He's like, first, I'm gonna fuck you. Raunchy. I'm actually gonna put some dialogue on here.
I've got to barely turn if I can kind of hear it.
Oh, there's the crossbow. Oh, right in the neck. That's what I'm talking about.
You doing it, Fargo, huh? You doing it? Yeah. Yeah, Fargo. We're both gonna do it. Quit fucking around, Fargo.
What do you think, he's Jack Torrance with that thing?
I don't know. This fucking dweeb. I'm guessing this is red. It is. That is Scott Mayer. He hasn't acted in shit, which is weird because he looks very familiar. But
He does, doesn't he?
But he hasn't been in anything. It is Scott Mayer. Now it's your turn with the pussy. Up 2 down with the crossbow.
Did she shoot him? It didn't even show it on my screen.
No.
She did or didn't?
She did. It didn't show him getting hit with it, but he shot him. I'm guessing these crossbow scenes are the ones cut. I thought it was just one of them that was. I showed the first one in all its glory. Not really bloody, but in his fucking throat. That's Fargo. That's about to be run over. And he gets fucking smashed. That is Saul Landy, is Fargo. I think it's the guy right
He's the one
there.
that's been in all the movies I mentioned?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've been in a ton of shit.
Well, that guy looked like, that's Johnny Veneker, I think, is who that was. The guy that plays Fargo, I think, is the one that just died. The guy that got shot in the throat was Fargo. That was Saul Landy. Guy that just got ran over was Vince, which is played by Johnny Veneker. That guy...
So the guy that I thought
Yeah, the guy with the bandana that died.
That guy's done a bunch of shit, man.
The guy that just got ran over. He was in Lord of Illusions, and bunch of stuff. This was his first film. Oh, that's pretty raunchy right there.
That red guy did get fucked up, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. See, Johnny Vinegar was in...
I have to admit, this guy just looks like he would play like a slasher guy. He's just big and menacing looking.
Oh, yeah. Hard Rock Nightmare, Emperor of the Bronx, LA Wars, Lord of Illusions, Exit in Red, The Hunted.
Well, she's taking her time with him.
Tracy Morgan Show, Ray Donovan. Here's the pawn shop guy.
Ray Donovan's actually a good show.
It is good. And I like, what's his name? Liev Schreiber.
That guy's a good actor, yeah.
He is great.
Yeah, he just put that, like, meaty meat out of his leg.
It's pretty raunchy.
Meaty meat out of my leg, meaty meat.
Let's go ahead and chug that fucking Miller High Life next to him.
Dude, Miller High Life is the nastiest, grossest shit.
It is. It's the piss of beers.
It's fucking sugar water is all it is.
Yeah.
Tonight on sugar water.
So we got Jake here freaking out. He's about to, he's kind of fucked now. I love her outfit when she gets into this. You know, the scene was really cool. When she laces up, she fucking zips up her cleavage and puts on the belt and the boots. Pretty dope. And then she's got like a super perm. It's pretty fucking awesome. Let's hear some more.
And I did so want to see you drink to death. Oh well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Oh Lord, no more arrows. But I'll tell you what, I've got some more in the car. Now don't go away.
So cheesy, but I love it. You can't, I mean, she's known for her terrible acting, but again, it's just cool. I don't really care.
It's amazing.
I don't judge her by that at all, because I'm not looking for Academy performances here. I don't really, in most movies, like, acting doesn't really bother me, because when I grew up, I was watching, like, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so I really can't complain about acting, you know. I grew up.
You like Star Wars, too, so, you know.
Yeah, and that's all bad acting, too. So, I mean, I never really gauged people by the acting or movies by the acting, because I always watched this kind of shit, like B-movie stuff. And it's not about the acting. It's about shooting people with crossbows, you know. Shooting rapists with crossbows.
Oh, wow, she's leaving.
I think there's more to... He can't really go anywhere, but I think she's coming back, I guess. We'll see. Maybe she runs his ass over. Oh shit. There he goes. Tied his ass up, now he's upside down. So she fell into a trap here. Now let's hear some more dialogue.
I told you to stay where you were. Now look what you got yourself into. You know what you look like? You look like a pig in a slaughterhouse, ready to butcher. You ever wonder what a pig must feel like before they slit his throat or cut his balls off? He couldn't have been any worse than my sister must have felt.
I can't look at her without going, let Jesus fuck you.
Yeah, I know.
She was pregnant.
Could you imagine if you went to bed with her at convention? She's like, Linda, fuck you.
I would actually oddly be into it. I don't know why. I couldn't not be. I don't know. As weird as it would be.
Freaking out halfway through it, she starts going. She's like, let Linda fuck you.
Until she starts saying shit like, your mother's in here with us, Mr. Gorechrist. I'll just be like, yeah, you can leave. I'm gonna get out of here.
No, I wasn't even gonna go there. That's with it, but.
I mean, it's funny. Oh, look at this shit. Eat it. Come on, Brenda. All you gotta do is stick your finger in his little leg wound. There's a couple to choose from. I just straight up stabbed him in the leg again.
It looked like it was in his dong.
Almost. I didn't even notice that he has like little razor blades as his earrings.
Just drive off. That's what I would do. Just drive the fuck off.
I'd run his ass over. She's just fucking up now. She went to pieces. I don't know what's going on. Now she's got this fucking gimping ass.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. It kind of ruined the movie. All of a sudden, she's the victim again.
Yeah, I don't know.
It hasn't ruined it. I'm still digging it, but.
Well, it's just weird. She had the upper hand and she got freaked out. I guess, you know, she's never done anything like this before. She's all confident with herself, but she went from that to... I mean, the dude's fucking got 2 gaping wounds in his legs. I mean, I would just fucking go kick him in the fucking nuts. I don't know why she's freaking out. There you go. Get you a big old crowbar. She's probably just finding a place to hide so she can sneak up on his ass. What she needs to do. In a fucking paint store.
Oh, Sherman Williams.
Yep. Ask how. Ask now. Ask Linda Williams. Just trying to break the lock and get away. I would just fucking...
He gets around pretty good for a fucked up dude.
Yeah. She needs to just fucking tag him with that fucking crossbow. Or the crowbar, just fucking whack him with it. It's not like he can really do much, just fucking start whacking him. Just weird change of pace here. Throw some dude, Home Alone him. Throw a fucking paint can at his face. Come on. Oh, there you go. Got some paint thinner. Get you some paint thinner. Fucking make little bombs with those. Kinda have to have a fire first, but this is Hollywood, so she'll probably literally light the paint on fire. About to find out. I've done it quite a few times. I had a big fire outside. I just threw some paint thinner in it. And watched the little tiny explosions. Oh shit! There you go. Light his ass. Light his ass. I don't even know how he can see at this point, or walk. This dude's fucking a big mother. Just kick him in the fucking nads. A little Bic lighter action too. Nice. Lit his ass up. Oh, that's brutal.
Looks like Mike Myers.
It does. He's got like, looks like he has a mask on. He's got his flame retardant mask on.
It looks like fucking Mike.
Look like all of a sudden he has a jumpsuit on.
Have we ever done the first Halloween on here?
No. The only Halloween we've done is the third one.
We need to do the first one and the second one at some point.
We do. I like to do all of them eventually, you know. I think they're great movies.
I'm down. I wish some of the shit was on this app. We could fucking knock some of them out, but...
Yeah.
Sorry about that, kids. We're working on it.
I mean, I own them if we ever really need to do that.
Tell me that didn't it looks like Michael. I'm getting an ad in 4,
Yeah,
3,
me too.
2, 1.
Yeah, we actually synced up on the ads. I'm on the ad right now. So we might not have to pause it after this.
It's a fucking progressive ad. What? Let me ask you a question just real quick, and we don't even want to talk about this any longer than this ad lasts. Why do people have to advertise insurance? People have to have it in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a second app, and it's a toilet being flushed, and it's Febreze. It's showing you that you're...
Mine's back. Should I pause it?
Yes, pause it.
I have 127.52.
Alright, I literally have an ad for a thing to make your beef and your fucking toilet not smell as bad. It's called Febreze Small Spaces when you got your fucking... When Corey's got his giant...
You drop a fucking alcoholic hog in the toilet.
When Corey's got his plant-based fucking salad shooter log.
Your fucking bean and beer shit.
127 what?
127.52.
I'm on it right now, so unpause. Synced right up. This is stupid. They
fucking cheese and oatmeal shit.
Now this is the Inglewood Cemetery in California. They're shown right here.
Well, fun story about this cemetery. Y'all may not know this. Killer Coach actually masturbated in this cemetery once, and
he did over the pants too. Over the pants, whacked it.
He was in there when he was done. He was looking at some co-eds, and he started rubbing himself in public.
There's Linnea Quigley
and then
again.
his getaway car was wheelchair fucker drove him away.
Yep. Who was also publicly masturbating in his vehicle before, doing his own thing.
But he always does.
Because, we here at Phantasm, we like to, a lot of our colleagues are also public masturbators, and that's just, we gotta have some...
As long as wheelchair fucker can masturbate!
We just have, some depraved individuals that work with us and for us. And...
Sit out over half to set the mood.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I must have had you rewind that like 30 times that night. As long as I can masturbate.
He's like, I'm masturbating in my car. I can't wait.
God, I wish I could think of the name of that.
I have
it. Person that was like, and he's just like, she can feed her body to me.
I have it synced up if you want me to play it. Because now we got this shit. Yeah, it's on my thing right here. And we'll do, I guess before we get into the final thoughts here, the film is over. Yeah, you probably couldn't hear it with me playing it on my phone, but I want to see that Scoob movie. Is that weird?
No.
I think it looks badass. It's a CGI Scooby-Doo movie. It looks fucking awesome. I'll go to YouTube so you can actually hear it on here.
What is it called? And I'll just look it up.
It's called I Can Wait. So on YouTube, just look up I Can Wait, Tim and Eric, because it's on there. Let's see. I actually want to hear it, though, because it's funny. And so the people that podcast know what the fuck we're even talking about. I Can Wait, Tim and Eric. So if you guys want to watch the actual video of this, which is even funnier, here it goes. It's a minute.
Which one of these is it?
It's the first one. It says I Can Wait, Tim and Eric. Awesome show. It's an Adult Swim video that they... Alright, let's see. Try to get this... Alright, I'm playing it.
I know she won't mind me watching her. Younger feet is what the judge said. It ain't a crime to have binoculars. Peek through the window and watch her in bed.
I'm sure that's Parker.
As long as I can masturbate in my car, I can wait.
I'll break in through her back door. Put on fast
To set the mood.
Then she'll know that I'm the man.
Now this is basically like your Porno Proton. So he does that fucking home invasion porn shit. It's kind of what this is. It's actually pretty funny. It's sadistic is what it is. It's just wrong, but I love it. I think it's hilarious.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's one of the funniest things Tim and Eric ever did was that. There's not even them in it. It's just one of their weird fucking little videos in their show. Like, it's not even...
No, let's not call it rape.
It's so fucking funny. When she gives her body to me.
The way it ends is what I love.
So ridiculous. Well, yeah, we will cue up the obituary. Final thoughts. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, Savage Streets, badass as fuck. It's awesome. I love Linda Blair. She's one of my favorites. She's my favorite Scream Queen because she got me into horror movies, period. She's the first one I ever watched, and I always have a special place for her. I always thought she was an absolute fucking fox in the 80s, and you know, I always thought she was super attractive. She looks great now. I've met her. She's a great person. I love her animal activist, shit that she does. I'm trying to look up here what her, it's called the World Heart Foundation. Not to be confused with the Heart Foundation, H-A-R-T. It's called the Linda Blair World Heart, one word, Foundation. And that's, they rehabilitate and adopt and rescue animals. So, definitely check that out. Support Linda Blair. Love her to death. She's a fucking icon, and as bad as her acting is, historically, I don't even give a fuck, because I think she's a total badass, and she's a total fucking smoking hottie, and she's an amazing person all around. And this movie just kicks fucking ass. It's a really good pace to it. If you're looking for blood and stuff, there's a little bit towards the end, there's quite a bit of that. It's very violent as far as that. It's very vulgar. There's a lot of cursing in it. They say cunt a lot, which most movies don't cross that line unless it's a British film. So for an American movie in '84 to say cunt more than twice, which they do, doesn't really mean much, but I was impressed by that because I don't ever see dialogue like that in a movie, especially in America. So I thought that was interesting. There's a lot of tits. There's a lot of no bra stuff. There's a lot of nipples. So if you like that kind of shit too, I mean, it's a total '80s babe movie. I mean, it's good. There's nothing bad about this film. It's just great. If you judge it on acting, of course, there's a lot of problems with it. But if you just judge it on just pure fun and just...
You're not listening to us because you're into serious acting, though, so...
Exactly. So, if you're just looking for pure fun, pure 80s, just solid 80s goodness, this is the film for you. Perfect. Great movie. Highly recommended.
As long as Teddy Ruxpin can masturbate, I want to react to that whole thing with you. I would think that was so funny.
Oh, it's definitely. When she gives her body to me.
She can see. Turn about the end of it, though, like,
That's fucking funny. Doctor, your take on the final thoughts here.
It's kind of slow. It sounds like we watched like a 3-hour Linda Blair movie. I definitely like Hell Not More. I don't dislike it. It's not worth dropping $70 on this Blu-ray kit. It's not. Just watch it on Tubi. It's cool. You find it cheap somewhere. I like it. It's got a good pace to it. The ending was lackluster. I mean,
yeah.
I wish she'd just, hung him with the chain with the car and just drove off and ripped him in half or something. I think that would have been a better ending than what they did.
Just light him on fire.
It straight up looks like Michael Myers at the end. It's just like, and it's not even saying anything. He's just on fucking fire, burning to death, and that's it. Like,
yeah, and he looks like he has this.
I guess she gets away with it because they raped her death sentence. I don't know. It doesn't really explain that. It's good though. It's one of the better things we've watched in a long time. I like it, but it is kind of slow. Yeah, I do think it's a little slow. It's definitely not a horror film. It's just an 80s vigilante white exploitation film, I guess. I don't know.
Revenge movie.
A vendetta movie. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that passes the time in it, because there's not much action, obviously, till the last 20 minutes, and she picks him off really fast and doesn't even really make him suffer. She just shoots him with a crossbow in the throat and the face, and a couple of the other guys get picked off by the gang themselves. So there's 2 of them that just get wiped out by Jake.
It's not a bad little movie for what it is, but
honestly, it's definitely more like a dude film. You'd be way more entertained if you're a dude through most of it. Through the rest of it, definitely if you're a chick or whatever your situation is, because if you're a straight dude, you'll be very entertained by all the women in the film because they're very attractive and there's a lot of nudity in it, so that's a good way to pass the time of this film.
Women is your persuasion, you'll love this movie.
Yeah, that too. If you're a chick and like that kind of thing, then go for it.
It's not bad. It gets, it's not bad. I still like Paramount. I think Paramount and The Exorcist are my favorite thing she's ever done.
I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, those are my 2 also.
But it's not bad. I'm not judging it. It's not bad. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I recommend it, but again, I'm with the doctor. I wouldn't drop 70 on it. I'd watch it on here for free.
Wheelchair fucker will, though, because he's crazy.
He would. He's just, does his thing. But yeah, I wouldn't drop that kind of bread on it. I would just straight up just watch it on here, or maybe pull a rip of it, or if it's something if you really enjoyed after watching it on here, or maybe following along with us. If you want,
on a mask to set the
if you want to do it, I mean, drop the 70, whatever, if that's your thing. But I would just not do that. But not worth the 70, but worth watching. Maybe not. I probably wouldn't watch this again for a long time, to be honest with you. But
it's not bad. I think it was, it's better than what we were going to watch, which I'm not going to say what it was because we didn't end up watching that.
It was a good choice for the doctor, as always, and I definitely recommend it as a...
Try to do my best.
I definitely recommend it as a watch, at least watch it once, for sure, because I had never seen it, so as a first watch, definitely didn't waste my time, and I felt entertained, and I don't feel like shit for watching now, except for the end where he's Michael Myers, and I don't know what happened there, but whatever. Still liked it, and it was kind of brutal seeing the guy burn to death, even though he was totally in a flame retardant outfit at the end, and he had a flame retardant mask on over his face, and you can tell he was just like, Michael Myers, it was weird. But whatever, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Dude, this fire stunt, that's dangerous shit doing that.
It is.
Hodder was talking about doing that stuff. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Kane Hodder because it is the official release date. It still is for a couple of minutes. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
It's a great one. Another movie that got absolutely butchered.
First movie he ever did. He got butchered by the second ratings board back then.
MPAA, yeah.
I did see it at the theater, and I was high as a kite. That's back when marijuana was not cool to smoke. And, of course, I did it when it wasn't cool.
Yeah. And then it was, Laura Park Lincoln. I met her. She's great. Didn't get to meet John, the director. Rest in peace to him. now we'll probably never see an uncut version that he was actually trying to work on.
Yeah, I was saying, if you ever watch the behind-the-scenes thing on the Blu-ray thing, or even your DVD special editions, the same footage, there's a reel of it on there, and he's like, the footage is so damaged I could never clean this up and do a director's cut, so it would never happen anyway, so.
Right. Well, they were trying to find
something. Yeah, rest in peace, that dude fucking rules. King Harder. Love to have him on again. Maybe we can make that happen sometime. It'd be awesome. We'll talk to him again. And then, Savage Streets. It's pretty cool.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Like I said, if you're into the naked chicks, you're going to have fun stroking your savage meat. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Friday the 13th, real quick, the what is it? They do have a steelbook of the original film coming out this month. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm going to buy it because I think it looks badass, and I hope they do it with the other ones. Just put out the steelbooks; they look really nice. And there is a new, since that one's been out of print for so long, they are making a new 12-film Blu-ray set, and it's got new special features. And for the first time on Blu-ray, they're putting out the uncut version of Jason Goes to Hell on it, so it's another reason to pick up the new one coming out.
It's not even up for pre-order yet, though.
No, it's not. It's still in the making of. I think they're still working on it. It's the 40th anniversary of the first film, so that's why they're doing it. That's why they're putting out the Blu-ray, the steelbook of the original film, because it's the, they say it's 40th anniversary of the franchise, but it's really, the first film coming out. So, and Vincent Gustafaro, who is the guy in Jason Lives, the guy that's like, wherever the red dot goes, you bang, which I would love to.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He did new commentary for the film too, for part 6. So there's a lot of cool new things coming to it. A lot of new commentaries. Definitely, it's not just a repackage. There's new stuff on this.
There's also, I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag, we're actually involved in it. There's going to be a special feature on part 2 where I dress up as the potato sack Jason and tell Corey to fuck off.
Yeah, you'll have to relive
and then
that.
Corey attacks me, and what happens is, this is actually really cool, he actually shows up with Linda Blair, they both have crossbows, and then they kill me with the crossbows.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
But again, I'm not playing me. I'm playing the deceased actor that played Jason in some of the shots of that film. So I'm gonna be laying there. And then, but the greatest part of it is right over. I'm gonna go and spoil it for you guys. Corey walks over me with he literally takes a machete and cuts my head off. And I'm literally, in the last breath I say, I was like, "Why don't you fuck off?"
And
then Corey takes the machete, sticks it through the face of it, and then sticks it in the deep fryer that they make the fattening foods for at the thing, and cooks my head. So that's what happens.
Yep. Spoiler alert: there is an alternate ending, though.
Interested in that? Friday the 13th Part 2 special features starring Phantasm. Yours truly. And it's going to be a lot of fun, because initially I tell Corey to come back, and then I just tell him to fuck off, and then he and Linda Blair kill me.
Yep, it's called the Deep Fried Cut, and it's on there, so be on the lookout.
And then, that's really cool, because a lot of people didn't know this, and it has nothing to do with the other stuff, other than Corey are just fans. But out of nowhere, Jeff Pilson and George Lynch from Dokken start playing Dream Warriors.
Just because we can do it, so we just get them to do it.
Yep. That's what happens.
They're like, can you play a horror thing? It's like, you want us to just play Dream Warriors, like the instrumental, like, yes, please. And they just start going, it's pretty badass. While they're drinking beer and snorting cocaine. It's all fictional, of course, not real.
But no, for real, though, like, I still don't understand why somebody would ask somebody to agree to do something and then get that mad about it later in the day. It's like, what? You told me to come back. Like, I mean, you could just say, no, I'm not interested, and just be done with it, but whatever.
He's dead, so I can't really ask him now, but he did add me on Facebook, probably not even knowing who I was, so, after the fact, after he told me to drunkenly fuck off, so.
you. Now fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've been deleted you and then just sent you a private message that just says fuck off.
That would have actually been kind of funny, you know. It would have been funny anyway on there, just not at a convention full of people, because, like, that's what happened to me. You know, I got humiliated by that bastard. It's like, dude, we're from fucking, you know, I'm from New York, too. Like, I love your movie. Like, why are you being a fucking drunk penis, you know? But it's fine.
Did you say he was drinking, like, ice beer or something?
I don't remember what he was drinking, but it was something. It kind of happened really fast, and it didn't make any sense to me, and it still doesn't, but, you know, fuck him. I still like part 2, even though he was a prick. I still got his autograph. You know, I got the autograph before that happened. If he had said that, I would have obviously never paid for it, but, you know, it is what it is. I still like the movies, but he's a prick, and it's fine. You can figure that stuff out.
Let me tell you a story. We're going to end it with this. I got to tell you all a story. Corey doesn't know that this happened, so. He didn't die of natural causes. Do you want me to tell you what happened?
Who?
The guy that plays Jason told you fuck off.
Oh, Steve Nash.
So here's what happened. So me and Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson, we all went over. I had to do Egon because, rest in peace, he had died. We were all wearing the stuff, and we walked up. And I asked Bill if I could do it. He said, go for it. And I walked up to him, and I go, I looked at fucking Steve Dash, and I looked back at them. This was at the convention. A lot of people think he died a lot later. It actually didn't happen. His wife's the one that added you on Facebook. Anyway, so he looks, he's like, who the fuck are you? And I go, and I look back at him, and I go, let's show this upstate bitch how we do things downtown. And then we fucking all hit him with the proton packs.
That's pretty good.
That's still the best line in the world. Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. I fucking love it.
It is awesome.
It's the best. If you ever meet him and you don't get him to sign my autograph that way, I would be so disappointed.
I'd probably sign it on mine. I don't know. There's so many lines from that movie. I don't know what else.
That's the one for me. That would be like Dr. Rest. It's Miller Time.
Yeah, it's Miller Time's a good one.
No, but that's what happened to him. I saw him and I looked back at him and goes, you got my blessing. And I looked at him and I was just like, you know, because it's for you. So I dressed up as a Ghostbuster for you. Of course, I had the bandages on my face like I normally would. But anyway.
Right.
And I looked at Dash and I go, let's show this upstate New York bitch how we do things downtown. I love that one. Every time I watch that, that's my part that I get crazy when I watch that. I fucking love it.
One of my favorite Ray ones, and it's in that same scene. It's where he says, "Aim for the flat top." I think that's pretty good. And I could not think of that when I was meeting him the whole time he was talking to me. I was just like, "Aim for the flat top. Aim for the flat top." I love Dan Aykroyd so much that I always wanted, and it won't happen now, and I'm glad I didn't waste it, but I was actually like, I wanted to just get a lot of money and just be like, can you, like, marry whoever I'm, like, be my fucking, like, priest for a lot of, more than just marriage. Like, I wanted to be like Father Aykroyd, you know, it'd be fucking awesome. I'd be able to call him up for the spiritual advice, and or he can marry me and whoever the unfortunate person is that marries me. It'd be so cool.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What? This is what we did. Let's watch that. 9 seconds. Perfect.
Okay. Oh, you found it too. Show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Isn't that cool though that I fucking met goddamn Gozer too? That was crazy.
Yeah, it's rad, man.
That boy Sean Clark with her too. Got to see him. That was cool. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, was he at that damn Ghostbusters thing?
Yeah, he was with what's her name that plays Gozer, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really neat. Also met, Slavica Jovan. Also met for the first time Devin, a guy by the name of Devin Draws on Instagram and stuff. He does a lot of the shirts for for Cavity Colors and for Fright Rags. And I think he's done some of the box art for Scream Factory. I think he's done a couple of them,
nice.
maybe. I ran into him, and he's always meeting cool people because he lives out there. So he's got pictures with like fucking people. I guess he always goes to the airport for stuff, but he runs into like Nicolas Cage and fucking Kurt Russell, all kinds of fucking people. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude, that's fucking cool. So love that guy, love his artwork. That was a fun time. Things like that, at least I did last summer, because I went out with a bang last summer, and here is our summer now. So I guess me going to that kind of fucked everything up this year, because that was like probably the height of what I could possibly do with myself. For a second there, you turned into fucking cyborg. You were just like, I didn't hear a word you said.
I just said that, you know, everything went to shit.
Yeah.
For me last year, but it is what it is. Anyway, Savage Streets is awesome. Check it out. Linda Blair.
Savage Streets, 1984. It's good. We enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Did I say Streets of Fire?
Huh?
Did I say Streets of Fire? Did I say Savage Streets? Streets of Fire is good too.
It is good. Same year, actually. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for sticking around and listening. Hopefully you guys follow along with us. Use that Tubi app. It's free. It's on all your streaming devices. Yeah, and check that out. And if you haven't, but you listen to this podcast, you know, like us on Facebook, just look us up on there, Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit.
And our website, cultofphantasm.net.
.com. .org, .gov.
.gov, I'm sorry. It's
no.
Actually, it's .website.
It's .ca. Because we're Canadian. Will you be my friend?
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for the support. Support death metal and horror, and stay fucking gory.
In a world with fake denim vests with band patches of bands they've never seen, hipster films, and IPA beers, get ready to inhale a fresh breath of air of real destruction. My name is Dr. Vincent West, Medical Doctor. Welcome to Godless Heathens. Coming soon